From Faith Forward Media, this is Healthcare Musings. I'm Dr. Hashem Hasabala.
Hey, everybody. Happy to have you with me on the Healthcare Musings. So, if you have never lost a child, and I pray no one watching or listening to this ever has to go through that horror, and if you've never lost a child, then you really don't know the horror that the parents of the child who just died on April 5th in Texas from measles are going through. You just can't. And again, it's something that I would not wish on my worst enemy. Losing a child is, there's no word in the English language to describe that kind of loss. My wife and I, we lost our eldest child to cancer. It'll be 16 years in June. And there's not a day that goes by that my heart doesn't cry out in pain. And only people in that horrible club understand. And my heart and my prayers go out to those parents of the two children who died from measles in Texas. Right now, the outbreak, I checked the Texas State Department of Health website. This was their update from today. And they have had a total of 505 cases, of which 57 were hospitalized and 2 died. Both of those children were unvaccinated. Of the 505 cases, 495 of them are either unvaccinated or unknown. Their vaccine status is not known. 3 of the measles cases were in children who were vaccinated with 1 dose. 7 cases had two doses. The state doesn't break down the ages of those cases, but the majority of those infected are children. And the outbreak is continuing. Measles is a super contagious virus. The R naught, the R0, which is the number of people that one infected person can infect, is 12 to 18. Now, compare that to COVID. The R naught for COVID was 1.4 to 2.4 people. So for every, one person can infect an average between 1.4 and 2.4 people. Measles, the one infected person can spread the virus to 12 to 18. It is super contagious. And it is, as you can see, it can kill. Not only can it kill, it can reactivate later and cause a disease called SSPE, a degenerative neurologic disorder that ultimately is fatal. And more frighteningly, and we've talked about this in the past, and I recommend you look up measles as well. It can cause immune amnesia, meaning that it can, for some reason, it can make the body forget the immunity that it developed over the pathogens in the past, and now that renders you susceptible to other bacteria and viruses and things that took years to build up. I mean, it's not something you want to just get, right? And this is again according to the Texas State of Department, the Texas Health Department website, that 2 doses of the vaccine is more than 97% effective at preventing measles infection. Yeah, yes. Do some vaccines have side effects? Yes, they do. Many of those side effects come because of the immune response of the host, right? The fever, the body aches, those things that's the immune system working. And in some people, unfortunately, they have other side effects, such as Guillain-Barré with the flu vaccine, and myocarditis with the COVID vaccine. That at the same time, MMR has been proven to be safe and effective for decades. And the deaths of these two children, there's also an adult who died. It's kind of unclear whether that adult died because of measles. Still, it's just so senseless, especially when you can get vaccinated, and it renders huge amount of protection, lifelong immunity. If you've either vaccinated or you got the infection and survived, thank God, without a complication, you have lifelong protection. For those who are unvaccinated, the easiest way to prevent you from getting measles is to get the vaccine. And it's just the tragedy of losing a child in and of itself is unspeakable. The senselessness of losing a child to a preventable viral illness such as measles makes it more unspeakable to me. And again, nobody understands the horror of losing a child except those who've unfortunately had to go through it in the past. My heart and prayers go out to those parents, and I urge, if you're not vaccinated against measles, go get vaccinated. If your kids aren't unvaccinated, I urge you to get them vaccinated. This is not something you want to get. Measles is not a disease you want to get. Anyway, my heart and my prayers go out to this recent the family of this recent death in Texas. My heart and prayers go out to every parent who loses a child. I pray nobody has to go through that horror ever. Thanks so much for your time and attention. Until next time, Dr. Hashem Hasabala for Healthcare Musings.
Thank you for watching. Sign up at healthcaremusings.com to get every episode delivered directly to your email. And please don't forget to leave a 5-star review. Thank you so much.